Hello and welcome to another one of these ADD videos. Today we're going to be looking at limiting reactants, theoretical yield, and percent yield. These are topics that are all interrelated. You need to figure out what the limiting reactant is in your equation. Sometimes you might hear limiting reagent, same thing. Then once you figure out which one's limiting, that will help you calculate your theoretical yield. And that's going to be, if everything went perfect in your experiment, that's how much you should get. You're going to use something called molar ratios to do that. And then after that, you can get a percent yield, which is basically a fraction of the perfect amount that you should have gotten. When you do your experiment, there's human errors, there's instrument error, all kinds of stuff can happen, and you're not going to get the maximum amount, again, maximum being theoretical. You're going to get some actual amount that's less than that, and then you can take that actual amount divided by the theoretical to get your percent. So let's go through it all in detail. So you're not going to have every reactant in perfect quantity, all right? So you're not going to have enough of each reactant to get your desired amount of product. One of them is going to be limiting. We know that typically there's going to be too much of one reactant and the other one's going to be used up completely. The one that's going to be used up completely, we didn't have enough of. Or the one used up is the limiting reagent or reactant, and it will dictate how far the reaction will proceed. The other reactant is in excess, and I'll show you how to do that in probably the intermediate example video. All right? How do we determine which one's limiting? Well, all you do for that is you convert all your reactants that you started with to moles by dividing by the molar mass. Then you're going to use the balanced equation and mole ratios to go from moles of reactant to moles of product desired. Okay? So basically we're trying to see which one of the reactants is going to give us the least amount of product. All right? So the one with the smallest answer is the limiting reagent. So start with both reactants, go to product, the one that we're looking at, because there might be more than one product, and determine whichever one gives you the smallest answer. Again, we're going to be doing that by mole ratios. This will make a lot more sense when you see it in action. Now, you could be asked to get the theoretical yield. Well, once we know which one's limiting, all we have to do is multiply the answer that you got from moles of product in step 2 here by the molar mass of whatever the product is. So if it's given, just multiply by it. If not, just go to your periodic table and then add up all your H2O would be 18, right? Because if you look on the periodic table, hydrogen's 1.008 or 79, and this is 15.999. Okay, so rounding, you get 16 plus 2 is 18 for the molar mass of water. So once you find the molar mass, what you're going to do is you're going to multiply it by the answer of the limiting reagent one from step 2. There's 2 answers for step 2. The one with the smallest answer is the one you want. Then to get percent yield, what you're going to do is you're going to take that theoretical yield you got from right here, what we just did, right? Molar mass times the moles of product. And then you're going to divide it, your experimental value, by that theoretical yield. Okay, so whatever you got in your experiment, the actual, divide by theoretical, then times 100. So percent yield is actual over theoretical. That's what we did in the calculations. This is what you got in your experiment, and then times 100. All right, I hope that clarifies percent yield. Again, recap, convert everything to moles by dividing by molar mass, all the reactants. Okay, then multiply by the mole ratios. Okay, and that's obtained by the balanced reaction. You take the numbers in front, and then you convert to moles of product desired. Then you multiply the lowest answer, that's your limiting reagent, by the molar mass of your product you desired, and that's going to give us your theoretical yield, right? Smallest answer is limiting reagent. Multiply that by molar mass. And then actual over theoretical times 100 for percent. I hope I've clarified any doubts you might have, enough for you to just practice a few of them. You'll see that they're not too bad once you do a few of these problems. Again, make sure you know how to calculate the excess of the other reactant. I'll show you how to do that in the intermediate example video and probably the advanced as well. Check out the example videos. As always, the best thing you can do is do as many problems of these as you can on your own. Practice, practice, practice. Thanks for watching and have a great day.